Okay, good morning, you all. Today, on the second day, we'll continue with yesterday's introduction. Okay, now coming to the components of the IoT. Okay, we can see here one controller. Okay, which can be Arduino, Raspberry Pi. Any one controller is required to control the data which is given, which is taken or acquired from the sensors or actuators, and then process it and then send it to the further levels. Okay, what are those levels? We will be studying in the later slides. Okay, now see, it may consist of many several interfaces. Now, this is the basic diagram. It may consist of several interfaces for connections to other devices. Okay, it can be wired or wireless. So here we have summarized it as IO interfaces for the sensors, okay, interfaces for internet connectivity, memory and storage interfaces, okay, audio video interfaces. Now all these are again depending on the application what we use. Okay, next, okay, coming to the example. Coming to the example, that is a smart office. As I have said yesterday, which can be uh, like computed and communicated any device, that is called as a smart. So now smart office, okay, it's a space equipped with many IoT devices, okay, and that device is connected to the internet. Okay, now it represents an intelligent ecosystem which relies on a number of connected devices. In general, it can be monitoring, controlling, and managing various operations, okay, and working conditions. Okay, now this is meant for energy saving, as we have discussed yesterday in the introduction class. Okay, comfortable working environment it provides. It increased workplace safety and better employee productivity. Okay, next, coming to IoT characteristics. Now, IoT is a dynamic and self-adapting. Now it can sense the changes dynamically. Okay, it can take suitable actions. Now again, it is not for all applications. Wherever it is required only, okay, suitable actions. For example, now surveillance camera can change the modes of operation based on the light condition. Next, IoT can be self configured. A large number of devices can work together to provide the required functionality with minimal manual intervention. Okay, next, it is interoperable communication protocols. It has, okay, it can accommodate several communication protocols. Those protocols we will be studying in the subsequent classes, okay, with other devices or infrastructures. Now it has unique identity, okay, IP or URI. Next, integrated into information network. Now, IoT devices can be dynamically discovered while being within some information network that is integrated. Okay, they can define their capability to other nodes. Now, here actually, next is the important one, that is IoT conceptual framework. Now, conceptual framework is the first stage to go for like before the architecture. Now, framework tells me like what all is the requirement and how it has to be arranged, okay, for an IoT to function completely. Now, actually, framework can be of different type. Okay, if it is a very simple IoT application, then the framework is simple. Okay, the framework equation is simple, and if it is a complex one, it is simple. as well as, okay, it is defined by defined like different defined by different manufacturers in a different way. Okay, these formulas. So in a simple way, when we speak, it is like physical object. Okay, object will be there plus controller, as you know. Okay, then sensors and actuators plus internet, so is equal to IoT. This is a very, very, very simple one. Okay, next, coming to a little bit complex one, like IBM has got its own framework, as well as Oracle has got its own framework. If you see IBM's, like, okay, they have defined it as first gather, what to gather? Data. Okay, gather, then enrich if it is required. See, all these are not compulsory for all applications, but if at all, it has to be like, sometimes what happens is the acquired data is very feeble. Okay, it also consists of noise, so you need to enrich the data, so do the suitable like operations to it. So enrich, then streamline it, then manage, acquire, organize and analyze is equal to IoT for business applications. Okay, see, this is the second way of defining the IoT framework. According to the Oracle definition, it is gather, then consolidate. Same thing. Consolidation is nothing but there, like in the previous one, it is enriching. Here it is consolidate, connect, collect, okay, assemble, manage, and analyze. Okay, this is actually in IoT connected to cloud services. This is actually we can call this as a complex type of IoT application. Okay, when we connect it to the this thing, like managing and analyzing, it comes to the complex type. Now see, this is actually pictorial representation of the IBM conceptual framework. Now see, this is actually sensors. Then, okay, this is the first level. Then comes here gateway. Okay, data consolidation. Okay, so here is the gateway. Okay, then comes the communication management. Communication management is what type of protocol, okay, when which signal to send. So all these comes in this level. Okay, then connected to the internet. Okay, then again uh, collect the this thing, what is that, data, then assemble it, then manage it. So this is actually, see, this diagram is important. Okay, for the examination point of view, IBM framework model is important. Okay, now see here, uh, level 1, gather pre-data. A sensor connected to a gateway functions as a smart sensor. Okay, see, smart sensor is nothing but which has the ability to computing and communication. Then in the level 2, if the data is enriched, for example, by transcoding or that's what, encoding at the gateway. Okay, then comes a communication management subsystem, sends or receives data. In the fourth level, okay, it is a device management, management and access management. Okay, now the acquired data, where to send, okay, till when to send, all this access management, okay, identity management, which device, so that is done in the fourth level. In the fifth level, it is data store or database acquires the data. Okay, so yeah, like those collected data has to be stored somewhere, so that is stored, okay, in either in some of the devices or in the database which you have created to like store the data. Next, it is the sixth level, data routed from devices and things is organized and analyzed. Okay, now for further use, okay, how it can be, the data can be organized and the data, collected data is analyzed, okay, for whichever application you are taking the data for. Okay, okay, now this is actually architecture. Okay, IoT architecture, it has got 7 layers. Okay, see here, it is the reference model for Cisco. Okay, like 7 layer, whatever it has, is the first layer is the physical devices. Okay, in the first layer, we'll have physical devices, which are sensors, okay, machines, all those things. Then comes the connectivity, communication processing units. Okay, the third layer is edge computing. Edge computing is again transcoding. Okay, that is like if you want the data to be compressed, or if you want the data before sending, or if you want the data to be encoded before transmitting, whatever you want to do. Okay, that comes in the third mm, layer. Okay, then fourth is the storage, data accumulation. Okay, then data abstraction. Sixth layer is application, that is reporting, controlling, okay, analyzing, all those. Then collaboration and processes, the seventh level is. Okay, so this is Cisco. This is not actually, see, yeah, uh, IEEE wants the one standard conceptual framework model for the IoT, but it has let me tell you, it is coming up with the one, yeah, it is P2413. Okay, the project IEEE project P2413, that they're trying to develop a uh, standard framework, but this what we are showing is the Cisco conceptual framework. Like almost all are same. Okay, according to the this thing, in some one of the one layer will be high depending on the application, and in one layer will be less. That's all. Next, need for like reference model. Well, like why should we have a model? Okay, so using this reference model, we are able to achieve the following: decompose the IoT problem into smaller parts. Okay, identify different technologies at each layer and how they relate to one another. Okay, define a system in which different parts can be provided by different vendors. Okay, have a process of defining interfaces that leads to interoperability. Okay, and one more thing I forgot to add, actually it is easy to manage. If you have a like standard model, then it is easy to handle. Like if it is if a standard model is accepted by all vendors, then actually interoperability becomes very easy. Okay, next one is like physical devices in the layer one. Okay, now here, okay, this layer is home to the things, that is the objects in the Internet of Things, including the various endpoint devices and sensors that send and receive information. Okay, then layer two is the connectivity layer. The most important function of this IoT layer is the reliable and timely transmission of data. More specifically, this includes transmission between layer one and the network. Because layer one is, as you have studied, it is sensors. It does not have any memory. The moment it senses the data, it acquires the data that has to be sent to the next layer. Okay, otherwise in the sensor we don't have any memory to store it. So the layer two's action is very important and it's very critical. Like round the clock connectivity, that is always it should be available. Okay, connectivity. Let's see, communication between layer one devices, reliable delivery of information access network, switching and routing, translation between protocols, if any, because well, let me tell you why translation between protocols. Okay, in the layer one, what we get is not the data what we want to process. Okay, it can be different type of data. It can be heat, it can be pressure, okay, or it can be any analog values, but to process I need digital. So all those have to be converted, then it has to be like sent to the next, okay, network. So okay, network level security also it must provide. Okay, the next one is the edge computing. As I said, if you want the data to be compressed before sending, okay, or If you want it to be encoded for security purpose, then actually it is done at the layer 3. Okay, information processing is initiated as early and as close to the edge of the network possible. Data filtered before being sent to a higher layer. This also allows for data to be reformatted or decoded. Okay, so this is the third layer what we are talking about. Now, this is the IoT reference model layer. In that layer 4 is the data accumulation. Okay, it captures data and stores it as it is usable by applications when necessary. Converts event-based data to query-based processing. Okay. Layer 5 is the data abstraction layer. Okay, it reconciles multiple data formats and ensures consistent semantics from various sources, confirms that the data set is complete and consolidates data into one place or multiple data stores using virtualization. Okay, now all these are actually for the storage purpose and the extraction purpose when it is required. Okay, next is the applications layer. Okay. It is interprets data using software applications. Applications may monitor, control, and provide reports based on the analysis of the data. This actually the initially the designer has to design, okay, how the application layer should be. Okay, what actually what he from the acquired data. Next is collaboration and processor layer. That is the last layer. Consumes and shares the application information. Collaborating on and communicating IoT information often requires multiple steps, and it is what makes IoT useful. This layer can change business processes and delivers the benefits of IoT. See, now actually, if at all controlling has to be done after 2 hours, okay, the light has to be switched off. Okay, then after 2 hours, the the control signal, okay, is sent to the back to the sensor over there, okay, in from the remote place. Now this then actually the work is done. So whether like after the application layer, what the has to be done, okay, whether it has reached that, because application layer is developed to get the required application. Now once in that application the end product, if it has to go back to the layer 1, then it is sent at the layer sent from the layer 7. Yeah, so this is Oracle's model of IoT architecture. Okay, this is see here, like all last time whatever like previous day whatever you study, it is gather the data, enrich the data. Okay, enriching the data is done at the gateway. Okay, that is called as the gateway. Okay, then actually it is given to the uh, stream, that is here actually comes the communication management. Okay, from this layer the data has to be reach through the internet, it has to go to the next layers. We have studied the layers, so it has to reach the next layers. To reach the next layer, what is the communication like protocol, which like mode of communication you're using, wireless or wired, for that what is the standard, okay, do it accordingly. So that is done at the communication management layer. Okay, then comes managing, okay, device identity, like which device, then comes storage of data, then okay it is organized. Okay, organize or application, like however it needs to be applied, you have designed for the application, it is done at the okay business intelligence, so it is done at the last stage. This is Oracle's IoT architecture. Now today if I summarize uh, this, like we have studied about the IBM's conceptual framework. Initially, we have studied about the what is conceptual framework. Okay, conceptual framework can be written in the form of equation. Okay, so in the left hand side of the equation, you have uh, all the entities. Okay, then in the right hand side, all those collectively becomes IoT. Am I right? So we have seen three simple um, we have seen three simple this thing, equations. Yeah. So this is the third equation. This is the first simple equation, then the second equation, then comes the third complex equation. Now again, as I said, this is still I don't consider we don't consider this as a standard one, IEEE standard one. Okay, but based on each okay like a developer, however they develop, so in that way, framework equation is written. Okay, then we have seen the representation of okay framework of IBM. Okay, this I said you need to learn this. Okay, then we have in-depth studied about in level 1 what happens in the framework, level 2 what happens, like that in all levels what happens, that is important. Okay, then comes architectural view. Okay, in the architectural view, generally, okay, in a standard way, we have categorized into 7 levels. Okay, Cisco has given the representation for these 7 levels. Okay, and we have studied about the 7 layers in detail. In each layer, what is going to happen. And then finally, we have studied about the Oracle's IoT architecture. Okay. So this is the end of the today's class. Now you have to pause each slide. You have to pause. You have to make a notes of it. Okay. If you want, you can refer the textbook or any other material. Okay, which may be available on the internet. But make the notes of it. Then we'll see further topics in the next class. Thank you.